and we are is just not connecting to my
I'm
YouTube at
looking
the
at your
moment.
YouTube. I'm looking at your YouTube right now. We're live. We got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4. Are we live?
Yep. Sorry, I
I
am
think we're.
having technical difficulty.
I'm looking at your YouTube on my other screen. It's showing that we're live. I mean, I'm watching us anyways.
Yeah, it's just not letting me see for some reason.
Yeah, you're blacked out right now.
Don't tell me I may have to end it and come back.
Yeah, it's showing that.
Yeah, because he's live. We're live.
What up? What up? I got a little live going on here. I can't get y'all what they have on the screen, but might can show y'all different. Instead of just looking at me, I can probably show y'all what we're looking at on the screen. So y'all hold tight for while I
Yeah,
work this out.
we're trying to figure this out.
We're getting there though, baby. We're getting there.
If you need to, Shawa, if you need to start over, just I guess restart it.
All right, yeah, because my screen is acting kind of
It's
crazy
better
right
than
now.
at least I didn't start the intro this time, right?
Yeah, right. Stand by.
All right.
Yeah, that way I can kind of read y'all too. And can y'all see that? Hey, y'all tap in and let me know. Can y'all see that right? Y'all see that screen? Or do I need to move it a little bit?
He left the chat. I will. Let me just,
Or is that view right there, brother? I like that view right there, brother.
All right, and I'm back.
oh yeah. Okay. All right. This is episode. Sorry, trouble. All right, let's get started. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is episode 3 of Left Lane Chronicles. Tonight we welcome a writer who lives up to his name, bold, unfiltered, and twice as real. Trouble 2 times ain't just another biker with a GoPro. He's a voice for the road, a storyteller, and a builder for something bigger than just views and likes. From the throttle to the timeline, he's been showing up, speaking his truth, and representing the culture without wearing it down. This episode isn't about flash, it's about presence, grit, legacy. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Left Lane, Trouble. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, look.
Right on.
I like that, man.
Cool.
What's up right up, baby?
Sorry about that. Technical difficulty. We appreciate everybody bearing with us. Appreciate you bearing with us. We've been talking for a little while. Wilson, you want to get into it?
Yeah, sure. Let me get everything up and going. All right, cool. So, as he said, we did speak a little bit. Got to know you a little bit before this. I haven't met you. I will say, very down to earth guy, all around amazing dude, and that goes into just want to know, where did the name Trouble 2 times come from?
Hey, well, actually, my club name is Trouble, and man, as time went on, man, we kind of like started calling me Trouble, or Trouble this. So I just said, hey, man, Trouble 2 times sound pretty cool. So I actually came from my club name though.
So, would you say that by getting that name, do you think you lived up to that name, or is it just something funny?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's more something funny. But it's all in good. I'm all good trouble though. See, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, man. His nickname is Wild Man. Actually, he back in the day he was quite the guy. I say that, man, from racing and being a daredevil and all kind of stuff, man. So his name was Wild Man. So safe to say the apple did not fall too far from the tree.
Right on, right on.
With all that being said, when did you first know that this lifestyle was something that you wanted? When did you fall in love with the motorcycle lifestyle?
Man, when I seen biker boy, I'm just be honest.
Right on.
I
Shout
seen
out.
biker boys, but honestly, man, like, I'm just go back to my childhood. Actually, man, just growing up with friends that were in like motocross, and because we grew up on ATVs, man, we rode four wheelers, dirt bike, just all kind of stuff, man. So we were deep into motorsports anyway. And so,
Hmm.
man, back when we were kids, man, we just ride our motorcycles in a pack, like in a real formation as kids, and
Right.
and park our bikes. Like, man, one day we're gonna be in a motorcycle club together. We're gonna have motorcycles together. And so, actually, man, one of my brothers that I grew up with show up. Man, we grew up right next door to each other, so we all rode our bikes together, and we all had this same goal, this same passion from kids. So when the opportunity presented itself, and I can get into all of that too if y'all want me
Mm.
to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
We got
good,
time.
good.
So yeah, like I say, of course, biker boy started it all, man. Especially like with the motorcycle club stuff, man, and just being cool and you know, raise a little hell, have a little fun with your boys. So that's
Right
all we
on.
wanted to do.
Sex, drugs,
And
and rock and
so
roll.
right, right. And so man, I can't believe what I can't remember what year it was actually. I want to say around 2012, 2013 or so. And my uncle, he was in my uncle Ghost, who's the president of our chapter. He came home one summer, and and man, I went to go get some out of his car, and he had his cut in the back seat. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh man, this the real thing, right? So uncle, he's a real biker. So I picked it up and I was like, hey, what is this? Man, and he looked at me, man. He said, hey boy, put my down. I'm like, yeah, it's the
They
real
got
deal.
serious.
Yeah, it got serious. So, and man, fast forward from that, when he came back home, he retired from the military. He came back home. I don't want to say this was like 2013. I want to say, and man, I actually at the time I had a 2008 Dodge Charger SRT8. And man, I was raising hell everywhere I went, racing. My mama couldn't get no sleep. Every time I left the house, my mama got no sleep. And so this gonna sound crazy, man. I actually sold my charger. I sold my charger and I bought a Hayabusa.
No shit.
I swear, I bought a 2007 Gen 1 Hayabusa, man.
Did it have a swing on?
No, no, it was stock. It was
Oh, okay.
all stock. It was all stock when I got it. And I did that because once my uncle came home, I knew I wanted to be in the motorcycle club. I knew I wanted to follow him, and so that's why I went ahead and got the high boost.
Hmm.
And so man, just riding with him, learning the ways of motorcycle clubs and how people get down, and man, just riding with him and learning as much as I could. Man, it was one day he said, "Hey man, we need to put some color on you." So I'm thinking he wanted me to paint my bike. I didn't even know what it meant at the time. What color? I didn't know what colors, cut, none of
Yeah.
that stuff meant at the time. So he was like, "Hey man, I think it's about time to put some colors on you." And I actually said I thought he was talking about painting my bike. I was like, "What? What you mean? I like the color of my bike." He's like, "Nah, man. I want you to go come and hang around the club, man, and actually start getting the real feel for the thing." So hey, the trouble you see today is all because of Ghost, the president of Ferris MC, uncle, man.
Right
So
on.
yeah, I gotta thank him for trouble.
Now, when did you switch over? When did you go from the Hayabusa to riding cruisers?
Bro, man, we tell this story all the time. Me and Show Up, we because our mother chapter is in Virginia, it's in Chesterfield, Virginia.
Right on.
And man, we rode those Hayabusa. Now, granted, this is about a 9-10 hour trip, but we had some technical difficulties that day, And man, so it ended up being like a 15-hour day. And I remember, man, by the time I got to the South Carolina line, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, dog. You gotta think, man, I'm 6'4", 6'5" on a good day. So on a high booster, on a
Right.
high booster, man, I look like a gorilla humping a football, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's
Excuse me.
watching them comfortable, stretched out, listen to music. They got drinks in the cup holder.
Right, right.
I'm back here. I
Chilling.
heard I'm hating my life right now. And so, man, fast forward, man, we finally get to Virginia, man, and man, I'm ready to pop ibuprofen. I'm ready to lay down. I'm hurting, and these guys go to call and like, hey, man, we going to the clubhouse. We about to go party. What y'all gonna do? And just seeing that these guys way older than me,
Right.
and they comfortable and they ready to go when they get to the destination. I'm young and I'm hurting. I want to go to bed, but I mustered up some strength, man, and I just went on to the party that night. And what really made my decision up that during that trip, we stopped in Greenville, South Carolina. I want to say Greenville, South Carolina, Harley Davidson. One of my bros, his bike broke down, and so they had some road kings out there on the floor, and I was just looking at it. And the guy that sells me, they try to get you to buy a bike. So he's like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
you want to ride it?" I'm like, "Shit, man, I got nothing else to do. I might as well ride it." Changed my life. It
So
changed my life.
what was the first bike after the Hayabusa?
That Penny. Yeah, I'm still on Penny today.
Right on.
That was my first cruiser, my first Harley. And for the people who watching, she ain't going nowhere.
Tell them again. So what? So how do you feel? Because I'm pretty sure. What is it? It's not. Is it a road glide? It's not the road glide. It's a street glide, right?
No, it's electric glide.
Electric glide. So,
It's
but
got
what
the
my
street
question was
glide.
the fairing part, where the
Yeah.
handlebar. So, because I was trying to explain it before to Shy Will and he knows because he's got a road glide, but he's never had the street glide. The way the fairing being on the handlebar is how the wind affects. It still it changes things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's a different. It's a big difference, man. I can feel it like when I'm riding beside trucks, or if it's real windy outside, man, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I have to fight the handlebars a little bit, but man, I love
I had
it.
an ultra classic, but it was chopped out. It was like a Cholo bike, and then my next one was a Crossbone, '08 Crossbone Harley Davidson. Had a Springer front end, had a king and queen seat. It was a soft tail, is basically what it is. But it's so Harley Davidson only made Crossbone from '08 to 2011. But they're really sharp bikes if you haven't seen one. But yeah, I know what you. I wish I would have got a street glide or a damn road glide or whatever. Now I'll probably be on 3 wheels, so I can throw my leg in the trunk and keep on pushing. But yeah, that soft tail, man, crossing state lines on that bad boy was like. I realize we're live on YouTube, so I'm trying to think of a way to say this that sounds politically correct, but it wouldn't do for me to be a little, because that king and queen seat had me every 100 miles we were pulling over.
Yeah. It hurt.
Yeah. That part.
Hurt.
So let me ask you a question. What made you want to start recording and uploading this stuff? What was like? Was there a moment where you said to yourself, "Hey, I need to press record. I need to go live. I need to start recording my journey. Like this is worth telling."
Actually, when I first started my channel, it was just to shed a good light, to shed a positive light on the MC community. Because as we know, man, what get posted in the media a lot is just the negative part. Is somebody done something to somebody, and this club done that, and so forth and so on, man. And I really just wanted to shed a positive light on the MC community because this is what goes on every single day. I mean, we put more money and time and effort into the community than any other organization worldwide. If you think about MCs across the country, we got more hours of community service than any other organization. Period. We touch the community more than anybody. So that's what I wanted to show, and I wanted to show like the fun we were having and the road trips we taking, and the people we meet, the smiles we have on our face, because everybody think for some reason that all bikers are just mean and nasty and disgruntled all the time. No, man, we actually laughing and we smiling and we having a good time.
Yeah.
So that's what I felt like. That was my purpose. I felt like that was my reason. I felt like I was called to do it, and I'm just so fortunate to have a good group of guys around me that was all for it. They actually pushed me to do it. I want to give a shout out to my VP, Big Row. Big Rose stayed on me so many times because I talked about it a lot. I was like, man, I think I should just start a YouTube channel, man, and just follow us around. He's like, man, do it, please do it, because people see this stuff.
Absolutely, I agree.
And so, man, I turned my camera on one day, and people started looking at me like, "Uh-oh, Trevor got the camera." Well, here you go, and it took off from there, man.
Oh yeah. So, what's your process? Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, so, like, I had a question about that when you started recording. I know he looked at you like, hey, he got the camera and whatnot. Do you feel like it was a little unnerving, when you pull the camera out, because obviously doing things around and that setting, you got to be respectful of everybody's time, and and not everybody want to be on camera. Take the time, like, actually talk to them first ahead of time before you start recording, or did they already just like, hey man, come on over, or they're more welcome into it?
It was more of I didn't have to do a briefing or nothing like that. It was more of because the stuff that you see on YouTube is what we do anyway. Is them guys gonna do that whether the camera is there or not. So it was never like a briefing unless I walk around the conversation and I'm like, this shouldn't go on YouTube. Or then by the time I start to walk away, they'll look at me like, you got the camera on? I like, nah. I was like, you about to turn it on? Like, yeah. So the conversation kind of changed just a tad bit. But other than, man, it was never like a drastic change or a drastic measure that we had to take in order to brief them for YouTube. But
yeah,
that's what a lot of people see. They see us in person and like, man, y'all exactly how y'all are on YouTube, because it's not fake. It's not, we don't rehearse it. Because man, I had people ask me this weird question like, how do you get them to say that, or how do you get them to do that?
you've never been in a clubhouse before.
You know what I mean? This is gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
It's some characters out here on the set, man. Like I say, I'm just fortunate to have every dude that's in my chapter is a complete character, man, on their own. So I'm blessed to be around characters all the time.
Yeah. Let me ask, because it's gonna use a Marine Corps term. I'm gonna piggyback off what my brother just said. It is different, and he does it, and I'm not trying. Could be a learning thing, right? So with the club, like if you're not a diamond club or an outlaw club, or you don't claim to be that, a lot of those cats aren't necessarily going to be mad at you for having a camera. And at least I believe, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. But I don't think a lot of those guys, it's not like, they're probably not necessarily upset about it. Like they're not, it's because you're not doing anything wrong. And I'm not saying anybody else is doing anything wrong, allegedly. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying hypothetically, like most times that kind of organization they want to be seen in a good light. They need to be, because they are good people. They are doing good things. They are out and about. Like you're not, you might have just saw a news clip about somebody killed somebody and you say, oh, well, those are those bikers. That's what those bikers do. So when you have people that are showing the good side of it, that are showing, hey, we ride, we have camaraderie, the brotherhood's there, and it is built on the road. And that's one thing I have to say about your videos is you're on the road, and you can attest to it. When you're on that highway, the slab, like, it's different. That brotherhood is built different when you're crossing state lines rather than when you're sitting on these phones talking in a clubhouse or freaking sitting in a bar complaining about who did what and who said what. When you don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than being on a mission. You have to be, you're paying attention to your brother, and then you learn your brother. Now you know the goods about him, you know the bads. You've seen when he's upset, you've seen when he's tired, you've seen when he's happy. you build that, and that's what being on the road is, and that's to me what this whole thing's supposed to be about, or what And they say if you love something enough, it'll love you back. And so that's what we're doing. We're loving this thing that we love.
Tell everybody all the time, man. Bonds are built on the highway, not
Right.
at the bar.
Absolutely.
And then the crazy thing is, man, the bonds are built. That's what I tell everybody is I love the journey more than the destination.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ride to where we're going, not where we're going.
Yeah.
Because all the funny stuff, all the good stuff happens on the highway. You know what I mean? So that's what I say, man. The bonds are built on the highway because somebody gonna break down.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna do something.
Yeah, something's gonna happen.
Somebody's
gonna eat one of those gas station burritos, and they had no business. And we still got 12 hours to be on this road.
Have road guts. Now they want to pull up beside.
Yeah.
Like they got to pull over. So I'm letting you know I'm pulling the camera out once we pull over. The world gonna know you had road.
The world's gonna know about this boy.
Yeah, the world's got to know about this, and that's what I say, man. And that's another reason why I got into it, so I can show that part. Show the fun part, show the crazy part, show all the smiles that we get with these miles, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. The set is beautiful. The motorcycle culture as a whole is so beautiful, man. And people really don't realize that. Like I said, because they so stuck on the stigma, they stuck on what they see in the news, and so they paint that picture for all bikers, and it's not the truth. It's the furthest thing from the truth.
Right. Absolutely.
So I want to ask you about this. It's a little bit from that topic, but I just gotta ask. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's watching this, maybe they new to watching you or not. The slow roll. Everybody that challenged you to it. What? I ain't gonna let you put out your secret there. You know what I'm saying? But we had a discussion, and seeing you do that shows just how much practice can improve someone's skill and ability, and everyone knows that clutch control is very important.
Sweet spot.
How do you feel when every time someone pull up, they just want to just chat feel?
Man, it's funny to me, man. It was all man. Look, I tell you, I like to go back to origin stories, man. I tell you what actually got me into slow rolling. And it just happened one night. We were coming from a bar, and I haven't had a few drinks in me, and so I saw the stoplight, and I'm riding the rear brake and holding on to it, waiting on the light to turn green. And I'm steady I'm holding it. Then the light turned green, I took off, and Perez beside me again. He was like, "Hey, I can't believe you just did that, man," because everybody else got their feet down back behind me. He's like, I think that was pretty good. So I tried it again, and I did it again, and then again, and then so I started doing it in front of people, and then I think I was in Warner Robins, man, for Notorious One's anniversary weekend, and they had a slow roll competition. I was like, I should get in there, man, and see what I can do. And hey, the rest is history now, man. I just be having fun. I have no method. I need to practice because I lost to Joe Go. I lost to Joe Go motorcycle adventures in New Orleans.
I seen that.
Yeah, that guy's a pro. I knew this coming into it. I knew it, but I just wanted to get beside him and see what it looked like when he actually stopped. And if you're watching the video, once he completely stopped, I was like, he came to a complete stop, and that was it, man. But man, I don't practice it. I really don't. To be honest with you, I do it every now and then, and I don't even have proper technique, man. If you watch me, I don't even ride the rear brake. I just let it coast most of the time. I just give you a secret, but I just be having fun, man. Like when people come up try to challenge me and they want the belt, it's all about fun to me. And I tell you this, I've had some people that was talking about betting money and doing this and that and the third for the race. I'm like, man, it's all about fun. The moment you put money into it, it stops being fun. So the whole thing is fun. It's fun for me, man. So
Oof.
you know what I mean?
You bring money into it. Yeah, you said mouthful with that one.
soon as you put money into it, it stop being fun. So
Yeah.
it's all about fun. Me, it's all about. If you want to raise me for the belt, we'll do it. Unless you Joe Go or what's his name?
Robert.
Yeah, Robert Simmons, be the boss of your motor. And it's got another guy, man. I think his name is Nova Slow Speed or something like that.
Mhm.
I ain't put my bet up against them guys, but if you like me, average Joe, average brown, average slab grabber, man, we'll get it. We'll get in the street, man.
See, but going against the pros is what make you better in a
Yeah,
sense
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
not only can they see what you can do, y'all do it. That's your time to really like, hey, like how can I get to that level? And the fun part for me is the challenge itself. So anytime there's a challenge, I look at it as something new and fun and exciting. And it's like you said, you can't put a price on enjoying life. You know, if that's what you're doing, I mean, you'll forever be stuck in a bubble. Whereas everybody else, you want to know why they so free flowing? It's because they're not trying to live their life based off of you know a monetary gain. I like that you said that. It's very very humble, and that's just you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Hey, hold on one right quick. Let me get my people together. I'm gonna show you. Hey, man, if y'all want to get this live stream, just like y'all want y'all screen to look just like this, then go to his YouTube channel right now. So we'll glide right there. Y'all go to his channel right now. Your screen will look just like this. All right.
Right on. So let me ask you when we're talking about the social media stuff. What was the hardest part of putting yourself out there, and have you ever felt like quitting? Not the club, not riding, but as far as social media goes.
Man, the hardest part for me, like it's just something that and it's gonna sound contradictory, but is like being bombarded by people sometimes. It can get sometimes it gets a little overwhelming.
Hmm.
Like if you're just walking, and I tell people if you see me, say what's up, because I want to meet people, because I'm a people person by nature. But if I'm just trying to enjoy myself for a moment, and then it's like a million people just continuously talking and everybody coming to meet you, which I mean I understand it comes with the
Yeah.
territory, but it sometimes it can get overwhelming. It
Sometimes
can.
it feels like you're too available to people.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I have those moments where I look at myself and I ask myself, am I making myself too available
Hmm.
to a certain extent? Because man, sometimes you just want to be normal. You just want to sit
Right.
there and chill and be by yourself. You don't want to answer questions. You don't want to talk and interact. Sometimes you just want to have that moment to you enjoy what you're doing in that moment. But don't get me wrong, man. I'm not telling people to stop coming and talk to me.
Yeah, absolutely,
Don't
absolutely. Cause
don't.
that was kind of the reason I'm asking is because you do see a lot of people out here doing the YouTube or doing TikToks or doing things that a long time ago was taboo. Like, oh, bikers don't go on social media. That's you hear that all the time. Well, we're not supposed to be doing all this, but I don't think. I mean, it whatever. This is America. I'll do what I want to do. I fought for this country. But my point just being is, I do think sometimes people feel like, okay, well, this guy is. I see him laughing all the time. I see him always happy. I can. So it's almost like he's not real. I know him so well, but I've never had a conversation with him. I can go and talk to him and slap him on the back and call him my brother and say, hey, let's go do this, that, and the third. When in reality, you'll get treated just like don't forget you're in a club. Like there's standards to this thing. There's a protocol to it. There's a way of being a man that whether and you can say, oh well, we have too many rules, but in reality it's just being a man, shaking your hand, looking you in the eye, speaking up, fucking standing up when somebody comes and talks to you, stand up and speak. Just those little tiny things that what I found was sometimes people didn't have that structure or that brotherhood growing up, and so they come into this life, and rather than being open-minded or accepting teaching, they say, oh, I'm an outlaw, I'm this, that, I'm that, I can do what I want, I can say what I want, I can. And that's so civilians labeled us 1%, civilians labeled us outlaws, civilians labeled MCs whatever the fuck they wanted to label us. Like I've never heard another person say I'm this, that. And if you do introduce yourselves telling me what you think you are, I know what I am. I know what that guy is. I know what certain people are. And you can read through the bullshit. Excuse me, sorry. But it does get um I just think it does make people feel too available. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we're talking about, you shouldn't feel scared of an MC. You shouldn't think these guys are bad. You shouldn't think anything like it, because 9 times out of 10, these are the people helping their community. They're helping the individuals that are homeless. They're helping children get backpacks and book bags and books for school or whatever the case may be. Like putting clothes on their back, putting shoes on their feet, letting them ride bicycles. So I'm not saying people are bad, but it is other people's perception of what we are, and perception is reality sometimes. And there's enough people talking bad, so that's why I'm just trying to preach good.
Yeah, for sure. For
Right
sure.
on. So let me ask you another question. What is your main platform? Because I've seen you from YouTube. That's what Shy Will sent me. YouTube, is that your go to?
Yeah. YouTube. Well, I spend most of my time on like Instagram though. Instagram. That's why I get all my. You get most of my behind the scenes posts or Snapchat. I'm on Snapchat a lot, but I don't know. It's like I say, gonna sound crazy. I'm on Snapchat a lot, but I don't even like Snapchat like that. I'm
Yeah,
more. I'm more of an Instagram, Facebook,
I don't have
YouTube.
Snapchat. Don't have Instagram.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
have I'm not the social media. I have Facebook. We got Facebook
yeah. Yeah.
and
You
YouTube
gotta
now.
have.
And
You
YouTube
gotta
now.
have it now. You gotta have it
Right.
now, man. You want to grow, you got to be on those. You got to be on those social sites and reaching people because YouTube takes so much time. Like especially my method, especially my formula, because I prided myself on not being just another guy with a camera.
Right.
Because anybody can grab a camera, go film an event, and post it tomorrow.
Hmm.
And it's boring as all get out. So my thing was, man, is putting time and the attention to detail on my videos. It takes me a long time to edit a video, man. It depending, especially if we're on one of these good road trips. Like when we went to New Orleans, I had 4 different riding scenes in that video, and so a 1 to 2 minute riding scene may take me 3 hours to edit, and
Hmm.
I had 4 of them in one video.
Yeah, I saw one of your clips where you had so much stuff and you had already been like a little over an hour, and you like
Yeah, yeah,
asking how, should I make another or whatever. Yeah. And it's got to be rough having so much content.
yeah, yeah.
That's good. Not even just so, and
Yeah,
let me not say it like so much in a bad way. So much is in like it's worth seeing. It needs to be put out there. Those are good. It's good view. I mean, it's good stuff. And I
yeah,
understand you have to get views, you have to get likes, but it's just genuinely it's genuinely good content. Which I'm glad you brought up, because it leads me to my the next question that I was going to ask you, which is how do you keep your content real and raw without feeling it like you're chasing trends, or you're falling into. We all know what the typical motorcycle video is, protocol, this, that, and the third. So how do you stay authentic to yourself, and how have you stayed authentic? Because from what I've seen, from what I've watched, and everybody go watch it, go watch Trouble Twosome's YouTube. It is good. It's just good.
yeah.
My bad. I said Troublesome's. Trouble Two
He
Times.
said, he said trouble Tuesday. he was getting at it.
My bad. Sometimes it's okay to breathe when you're talking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, pause,
If my
pause.
therapist is watching this, I'm trying. I'm trying real hard.
Hey, hey, I saw he was trying to hold it in too. He was trying to hold it.
My bad. Hey, and we're live. We can't fucking go back
Hey,
and
we can't,
change
we
it.
can't edit that out. Hey, we can't edit that one out. But man,
My bad. My bad.
Man, I'm sorry about
but
that.
My bad.
but yeah, man, to answer your question, I don't know, man. I kind of like found my swag, so to say. I found my recipe. I found what works for me. I found what works for my audience, and I just stick to that. I ain't chasing trends, and I'm just being who I am. And my guys are always gonna be who they are
Mhm.
on camera, man. We ain't never gonna like I say, we not gonna sugarcoat it. We ain't faking it. We ain't doing something just for clicks. We ain't chasing clickbait or none of that, man. It's just what we do on a day-to-day basis, every day, all the time. and it just happens to be funny and entertaining. So I'm fortunate, I'm grateful to be, like I say, not only me, in a sense, entertaining, but I'm around other people that are also entertaining and doing what everybody else is doing out here on these motorcycles. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't have I don't go in it. I don't go into a video thinking, oh man, I should do this today. Oh man, I should probably set my camera up over here and get that today. What you see on camera is what we were gonna do regardless. I just happened to turn the camera on. That's it.
Right on.
So I guess with all the videos that you put out of you traveling like to unleash the peace to, and I know you a ride where you helped out. I believe it was a charity event. Um, do you have any like solo rides you plan on taking that you're thinking about, or um, 'cause
Most of
I'm
my
trying to.
most of my solo rides, man, they be kind of local. Man, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, man, my local solo rides, I probably sometimes get more miles in that day than I will on a road trip throughout the weekend. Sometimes, man, I bust off on my bike, man, and I end up riding my 500, 750 miles in that day just playing around. But I don't have any solo trips planned right now. I mean, I like riding solo. Don't get me wrong, I love riding solo sometimes, but man, it ain't nothing like getting in a pack with your boys.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody link up that morning,
Yeah.
talking trash, and you can't get that when you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? There pros and cons to each riding style, but I prefer to be with my bros, man, every
Yeah.
single time. It's just more fun to me.
Okay, okay. So
Do
what would you
you
say? Would you say?
go
What
ahead.
would you say? Is next? Do you have any like collabs or any big projects that you got, brewing up right now?
Not really, man. I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible. Uh, Cause man, I got a busy life. I really do. Half the time I don't even have time to edit my videos sometimes. So to try to incorporate other stuff, I'm trying to. I see what other people are doing, and I see how they getting down, and I'm like, I might can incorporate that. And a lot of times, the people, my subscribers, are telling me like what they would like to see or what they would like for me to do, and I take it into account. I take it into consideration, but
Yeah.
I'm one of those people where if I can't do it 100%, I ain't doing it at all. So it's a few things that I'm thinking about, a few things on the table, but I ain't just gonna sit here and say that this is next for me, or I really don't have any plans of what next. Man, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing right now, keeping this recipe going,
Right on.
keeping what I have going flowing because it's beautiful to me, and it's something that I love, I cherish it, and I just don't want to ruin my flow right now with trying to add something else to it. But later though, later.
I am going to throw it out there. We did have a few comments uh, praising you for what you said. Ryder Rowe, she said, she loved what you said. It was real. And also Hog and Lanes, thank you for showing up, and showing support. He said it's a great show. So they
Right
they
on.
love they
Right
love
on.
they loving it. I love the support that y'all
Appreciate
get.
you ride with Ro. Appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody.
Sorry, just
So
wanted to
have
make
you ever
sure.
had
The love.
have you ever had anybody reach out to you, like one of your subscribers, and say, "Hey, some of the things you said has touched me, or you've helped me in this way," and you wouldn't have expected it.
I never expected at all, man. I've had a few encounters with people, man, that touched me, and I it actually brought me to tears, man. I've had people tell me just how much my channel helped them in life, like with I have people going through like great stages of depression, people in chemo, and people
Mm,
that just got so many ailments, man. And they'll tell me my channel got them through rough times. And, I'm thinking like you know I'm not viewing it from the way that maybe I'm thinking that this stuff is like therapeutic, but
right.
it's just I guess it's the fun we have and taking you on a ride, taking you somewhere that you can't physically go anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and just having fun doing it. It touches me in a way, man. Like I say, I've cried like on a few occasions when people come up and tell me those stories, man. Like I was in New Orleans. I had two instances in New Orleans, man. My guy Kevin, he came from Pennsylvania, and he rode like almost 1,100 miles, man. 1,100 miles just to see me. And man, I like stuff like that just touched me, man. It's so amazing to think that somebody would think that much of me and what I'm doing to ride that
Mm-hmm.
far, just to lay eyes on me and have a conversation. You know, that's I'm grateful for stuff like that, man.
You
And
know,
another,
I'll have to. Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was about to
Sorry.
say another situation that was just it all happened in New Orleans, man. My guy Rob and my guy Rob, he told me about his brother Bunky, his uncle Bunky. He was dealing with dementia and
Mm,
man, Alzheimer's, but he loves to sit and watch my channel. He remembers who I am, and he knows my phrase "YAH." You know, it's stuff like that, man. It's
yeah.
just it touches me in a way, man, that I really can't explain. I never imagined my channel having this type of effect on people. Honestly, I did not. But man,
Yeah.
I love it.
That's great. That's
I'm
great.
about to start tearing up now just thinking about it, man.
Well, I have to tell you, and I wish I didn't know it at the time, but when I had lost my leg after in a motorcycle accident, somebody pulled out in front of me. They weren't paying attention, came down the wrong side of the highway, took my right leg off. Um, if when I was sitting in the hospital bed, there was certain individuals that I watched, certain people that, and I've never told them or reached out, but there's people like your channel that definitely people watch, and I'm not speaking it for me because I can't say that, but there are people that are going to be out there that are going to get hurt. There are going to be people that need stuff like you. They need people to be out there teaching them, showing them, and giving them that breath of fresh air and showing them the world. Because sometimes you're not gonna have the support. You're not gonna have the people that can be there to take you out. And sometimes I'll be honest with you, when I went to through physical therapy, um, not trying to toot a horn, but maybe being a Marine helped. There was guys that just were much healthier than me, gave up on themselves, much healthier. And what I mean by that is you got guys that have both legs that can do more than enough, but has somewhere along the line fallen off and given up and said, "Oh, I can't." Um, and that's frustrating. But so you have to know, man. Just you have to know that there are people out there watching you, and I know you know. So I don't know why I'm telling you this, but and because you just said it, but there are definitely people that aspire. They appreciate what you're doing. So I'm glad that we had the opportunity to do this and give somebody their flowers that deserves it. You know what I mean?
And I appreciate it. If I appreciate each and every person that walks up to me, man, and just to speak, say, hey. But I really appreciate people that come and tell me like how I affect their lives and how I change their lives in a positive way. So don't if you ever near in an area where I am, man, please don't hesitate to come and tell me that. Please
Right
don't, because I want to hear that story. I want to hear how my channel makes you feel good. You know what I mean?
on.
I love that stuff. So don't ever hesitate to come and tell me that.
So you feel like you carry a responsibility now, or not just to entertain people, but to represent something bigger than yourself.
Right. I do. And it hit me after New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it really like it grabbed me and say, hey man, look, you got something here. You really got
Absolutely.
something here. People looking at you in a way that you don't look at yourself.
Right.
And so and it's I've had and I mean we joke about this a lot. We joke about it a lot, but we talk about like trouble to celebrity or trouble to star. And I always tell people I'm not a star. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a star. I am the average person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a normal person. But I didn't get it. I didn't get what people were trying to say until like recently. Like they don't mean like you somebody some celebrity, some big shot or nothing like that. But you have to look at it like people looking at you as a positive force. You have to look at it like how the people actually viewing you. They're not saying you're a big shot or you're, but to have that effect on people, to be able to reach out and touch people without physically touching them, that makes you a star. That makes
Absolutely.
you what you don't want to be, what you don't think you are. So I mean, I'm starting to embrace it a little bit because, like I said, I'm the most humble person you'll ever come across, and I'm gonna keep it that way to the day I go in the grave.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to embrace it, man. I'm starting to see what other people see in me, in a sense,
Mhm.
without saying that I'm a celebrity because I'm not.
Right, right. There's
I
still a way to
just
be humble about it, and you're still
yeah.
very much doing it. Absolutely.
So I would say with because that was very motivational. Um, if you had to tell the next wave of, because I'm pretty sure someone's probably going to run across this in the future, or they're watching it now, and they just want to just learn more about motorcycle. If it's something for them, what advice would you give them if they were thinking about jumping into uh, getting out there and riding bikes in general, or joining the MC? What would be your spiel to them?
I guess I'll approach that in two different ways. Uh, if it's somebody that just want to get out and ride motorcycles, I'll tell them just straight up do that. Get out,
Mhm.
ride your motorcycle. That's as time comes, you'll learn this and that and the third. And just go have fun and enjoy it. Because I got a lot of people that actually tell me like I inspired them to go buy a motorcycle. They don't plan on joining a club or doing that type deal stuff, but they just want to ride a motorcycle and see the world through the lens that I've been portraying. And so I tell you just like that. You want to ride your motorcycle? Go ride your motorcycle. You'll learn the back end on the back end. But if you want to join an MC, if you want to join an MC, the first thing I tell you to do, man, is go out to your local bike event, see all the clubs that's out there, pay attention, pay real close attention to how they move and the type of bikes they ride, the people they associate with. Pay attention to that.
Mhm.
Pay close attention to that. And man, just take your time with it. Take your time, do you some research. You find a club that you feel like that may be interesting to you. Simply walk up to them and express your interest. They not gonna bite your head off. They ain't gonna. They might tell you to piss off. It just depends on
You
who
got
you
to be
talking.
you. Just be
Who,
you.
just be who you are. Once
Right.
you be who you are, and you'll find your way. Because if you go up to that club being fake or trying to portray yourself to be somebody that you're not,
Hmm.
they gonna shortly find
Somebody's
out
gonna
that
pull your
you.
card.
You see what I'm saying? Somebody they gonna find out you're not that guy,
Right.
and now you got a problem. It can go that way. So I just be your authentic self, no matter what. So and have your courage. You know what I'm saying? Build your courage up. Walk
Mhm.
up to these people and express your interest, and that's it, man. And let it go from there.
Right.
And on the back end of that too, get with some old heads.
Right. That part.
Get
Learn,
with some old
learn.
heads.
I tell you what, learn. Please learn. Learn.
Learn,
Learn your city
learn.
history. Learn your state history. Learn your club's history. Learn that club's history. Learn the club over there's history. Learn everything that you could possibly
Everything.
learn because it's not gonna hurt you. I promise you, it's not gonna hurt you.
It's not. And I'm glad you brought it up. And then we started talking about the old heads. Man, there was a post today on Facebook, and it was talking about the evolution of the motorcycle set. Basically saying that it's not gonna stay the same. It can't possibly stay the same because once it stays the same or it stops growing, then it's gonna eventually die out. You can't get new blood in. New blood what keeps it rolling.
Right.
And so that's what we was talking about, bridging the gap between the old heads and the youngsters.
Hmm.
So the old heads have to embrace their youngsters and
Yeah.
understand that the youngsters are not old heads. They don't have old head brains.
Right.
And the youngsters have to respect the old,
And
respect your
it's okay.
OG.
It's okay to pay
It's
homage
okay.
to the old
Yeah,
heads, the gray
yeah.
beards. It's okay to go sit with them and talk to them and show them that you love this thing just as much as they love this thing. Because I do feel like some of these old cats don't necessarily they think that we love it, or you might love it in a certain way, or you might be, and they're not far from the truth, believing that some guys do just want it for spotlights or for some type of,
Oh, for sure.
they want to put that patch on, and they feel some type of way when they have it on. So it does. But those old guys are the ones that paved the way. They're the ones that put in the miles and road, and especially if you're in a club that your patch has history and it's respected, and there's a lot of people that died for those things, and it's okay to show respect. It's not all, you don't always have to be a badass and try to act hard, and it's more, there's a lot more to this than that, a lot more to this.
I tell you, man. I'll tell you another thing, man. Because man, I'm around a lot of people, a lot of old heads, a lot of youngsters.
Mm-hmm.
I have fun and I joke a lot on my channel, but man. I sit around wise councils
Mm-hmm.
all the time. And for the people that don't know what a wise council is, it's a group of men or women, because a lot of women have knowledge too.
Right.
It's that group that you go to, that you sit down at that round table with, and you trying to figure out some things. And sometimes, bro, I don't ask a question. I just sit and listen and soak up game. So I'm around my wise counsel all the time, man, all the time. And it's another thing too, man. We was talking about bridging the gap, man. Just trying to bridge this gap between the older and the younger generation. Because like you say, it's a lot of people get in the game for the wrong thing. A lot of people, they put that patch on their back and they just trying to get women.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to portray to be that tough guy. And like I said, it's enough tough guys in the MC world, man. It's enough of them. There's plenty of them. So when you see me, I'm the guy with the smile on his face. I'm laughing. I'm joking. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a tough guy, because I ain't him. That's not me. That's not how I get out. So back to the original thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanna get on a motorcycle and ride a motorcycle, do just that. Get on a motorcycle and ride your motorcycle. You're gonna learn your way as you go. If you want to join the MC, do your research.
Yeah.
Take your time, tiptoe.
The three P's.
Yes,
Protection, protection, and party.
yeah. Right.
That's
Yes,
and that's unfortunate, but that's what a lot of cats. That's
yeah. Hey, that's what they're looking for. You go in for the wrong reason. It's easy to get in for the wrong reason.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Hey, it was cool. So when I was little, man, I've just always been around, not always been around, but like our next door neighbor when I grew up he was a bandit. His dad and my dad had the same first name, Mr. Walter, and I saw the Banditos riding around. I hung out with other clubs. I don't know why keep saying their name on here. I forget we're live. I thought, but I hung out with other clubs when got out of the Marine Corps, North Carolina. I hung out with U.S. military vets. Hung out, I got to experience what this whole thing was when I remember internet. I first realized what the internet was, checking out what gangland and what's your local motorcycle clubs, and just all this, doing all this learning, just taking stuff in, and then you learn what's real, you learn what's fake, then you get involved in it, and then you really, once you're involved in this world, it's a whole different deck of cards. Everything you think is not necessarily the truth, and then a lot of what you find out isn't. You wish you didn't find out, but that's nor here or there. So let me ask you.
Wish I didn't know that.
Yeah. Let's move on a little bit. I wanna know what kind of gear you're riding with, and what do you suggest anything on your channel? Like, do you have any certain brand that you rock with? Yeah.
Hell, half the time I don't even wear gloves, man.
Same.
I'm more of the man. Have fun and ride your ride. There's a lot of
Right.
people gonna
Yeah,
tell
ride your ride.
you. A lot of people gonna tell you, man, what you should and shouldn't do, and rightfully so. If a lot of people that been around the game for a long time and done seen a lot, and they've been around a lot. So, man, I got on jeans, I got on my cowboy boots, long sleeve shirt, and half the time no gloves. But I'm always have my modular helmet on, because I love a full face helmet.
Yeah.
I
Full
don't
face is
I
the
don't
way to go.
I don't too much do the little pot lids anymore. I will every now and then, but
Yeah.
I gotta have my modular on, man. That's just me. And when I'm on the freeway, it's always closed, unless I'm trying to open it up and do something. But if I'm riding, I always got my helmet closed. But like, man, ride your ride. Do whatever comfortable for you, whatever works for you. Do that. You know, I ain't gonna tell you you should go buy this and you
Yeah,
should
no, I
have
agree
that
with you. I
on.
think you should, because if you feel comfortable, you're gonna ride it. You know, you'll ride all right.
Yeah, yeah. As long
There's
as you
only two
feel.
types of people: people that fail and people that ain't failed yet.
See what I'm
So
saying?
you got to
Hey,
figure it out.
yeah, figure it out. That's it. Yeah, do what works for you.
You talked about gear because up here in Connecticut, they don't. It's not required to wear a helmet. Um, and I will say, even on the highway, your helmet is always closed and whatnot. I think what people should take from that is the safety factor behind it. And I've I can't tell you how many times I've gone on to our motorcycle page that we have for Connecticut, and you hear about it, someone that went down, or someone wasn't wearing, or even the news, motorcyclist wasn't even wearing a helmet or anything like that. Um, I feel like people need to take your safety serious. You know, like this hobby of ours is definitely not one to play around with. 'Cause anytime you sit on that bike and you hit that road, you know, you always running a chance. You're running a gamble, really. But be comfortable, but also be safe about it. You know what I mean? Um, Obviously, there's a time sometimes I don't always wear gloves. I've had to at least keep at least two or three pair on my bike, and for the most part, I'm wearing something because. But gear is definitely important, you know. So I advocate for that. Like you said, you ride your own ride, and I'm pretty sure Cutoff rides his own ride, and for me, I like wearing gear. I
Yeah,
don't bash anybody, but if you're gonna sit here and have a helmet on your bike while you're riding, I feel like it's kind of pointless because
Yeah,
if I've seen people do that here where the helmet's right there hanging off the bike, and it's just like, I mean, what purpose is that serving right now? You know, you spent $300 on a helmet, or they have like the most expensive helmet, carbon fiber helmet ever, and it's like, isn't it for what it's for? So
yeah.
I would say definitely, you know, definitely wear your gear out there if you're on the road, man.
Yeah, man. Actually, crazy story, man. Well, not too crazy, but that's what we're talking about. Like no helmet states. Man, well, because me and Skeeter, we went to Daytona, and of course we stayed in St. Augustine, which is like an hour from Daytona. So we
hmm
rolled out, we rode the interstate all the way down to Daytona without helmets on. But as soon as we hit the coastline, yeah, we took them off.
yeah.
We
I
took them
mean,
off.
it is nice riding around a little bit with it, especially if
Yeah.
you know. But when you're in controlled areas, you know, so
Yeah.
you can the controlled chaos. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'd be the first one alive to say. So when we used to come to Columbia or Columbus and Georgia, where you're at, there's a two bridges or one bridge, and then there's a big Motel 6 right there on the corner. And we used to stay there. That's where we would stay. Was at that Motel 6. It's like 15 stories high or something. Maybe not that high, maybe 10. But it's pretty big. It's one of the bigger buildings there. And we would ride from there to the clubhouse, which is 2 blocks away. Uh, we wouldn't wear helmets, you know,
Yeah.
because I mean 2 blocks. And at that time, you've been drinking a little bit,
Yeah.
but a little liquid courage,
Hey, hey, a lot of logic goes out of the window.
Yeah, that part. Well, we've been doing this for an hour now. Is there you got any more questions, Shao Will? Is there anything that you anything you want to tell anybody or anything you want to plug in? You got anything going
Um,
on? What?
so well, as you guys see at the bottom of the screen, my pre is actually tuning in and showing us love. Um, we have code 25% off for first MFG. Go to their site, use the code Shywell underscore glide, and you get 25% off. And all that, you'll get 51% site off anything site wide if it's it'll show it up there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you'll see it if it's one of their collectible items that they have on there. Also, I do have a. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the emails too. What the comments coming in. I also have the 15% off for Eagle Lights. You know, they have gear there. Check it out. They got performance items, air filters. They have headlights, back lights for your tour. Those are actually the headlight unit that I have on my bike, Mystique. If you ever watch my videos, you will see they're very bright. Trust me, I've in the back roads of Oklahoma. So, check check that out. And I just want to say thank you to Trouble two times for actually taking the time out of his day and spending some time with us here on Left Lane Chronicles.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Two Troubles, there's anything that you want to add, or you got anything before I do our conclusion?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, look, man. Thank y'all. I just want to say thank y'all for this opportunity. Thank y'all for giving me this platform, man, and telling people and showing people it's something that they may not know. Telling people something they may not get from my usual videos, man. Because stuff like forums like this actually help to open the envelope for people, man. It's a lot of things, a lot of questions that people may be afraid to ask. That that can be told on a platform like this right here. So, man, I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity for my first podcast, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was like, man, I don't even know how to go. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. And appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I really appreciate y'all.
All right, that's a wrap for another ride through the left lane.
I just want to say one thing. I'm gonna have to get out there so we can slow roll. All right.
Come on with it, man. Come on with it, man. Hey, look, I done gave you my secret now. Look, hey, you just about to go out there random red lights.
hey, I've been watching Robert. You know what I'm saying? I literally watch his videos and I go out and practice here behind the school. You know what I mean? I ain't perfect just yet. I don't think you could ever be perfect. But, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Right on.
Hey, look, right. Before we go, hold on. So you're gonna have this video posted to your channel when
as soon as we hit stop, it's gonna be posted.
It's gonna be posted. So man, for everybody, I'm sorry I couldn't get with y'all. Sorry I couldn't get with y'all. I couldn't see y'all. I couldn't see y'all, man, because I'm trying to look at the chat, man. There's a lot of people that saying stuff on it. I couldn't see it, so the way I got it set up. But hey, y'all go and y'all go to his channel, and I can see the actual video up there. You can see the full video right now.
All right, that's a conclusion. That's a wrap for another ride through the left lane, where the stories are raw, the voices are real, and the legacy rides on. Big salute to Trouble two times for bringing that unfiltered heat straight from the throttle to the mic. His story reminds us that culture ain't about pretending. It's about showing up, standing firm, and staying true. If you felt this episode, drop a comment, a share it with your crew, hit the subscribe button. Let's keep moving. Let's keep rolling. Because in this lane, it's not about how fast you go. It's about how far you've come. Every mile's a memory. Every voice is a legacy. This is Left Lane Chronicles. Y'all stay dangerous. Until next time.
Remember, keep them twos down. And as my boy down there say, YAH.
YAH.
Right on.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.